Welcome to Project Love Me TV. My name is Rachel Harvest of The Harvest Method, and I am going to get right into it and announce that today's episode is about commitment. Run for your life! But seriously, commitment is actually pretty awesome when you get what it really is. So stay tuned, alright? Because you're going to learn what it is to be in the driver's seat of your life, how commitment lets you learn in every experience, how commitment is far deeper than promises and partnerships, and how your commitment to yourself benefits everything about your life and the lives with which you interact. You're in an experience filled with experiences, and that's what we call life. From the breaths you take, to the places you go, to the interactions you have with others, the colors you see, the sounds you hear, the feelings you feel, and the emotions that well up inside of you. All of it, all of those things are your experiences within your life experience. I'm one to believe that you and I are in the driver's seat of our lives. Some of you have been hoping for escalators, or moving sidewalks, or those Google cars to take you on your journey, waiting for like a ride to pick you up and drop you off so you can observe and sit back. And I'm really sorry to tell you that that is not the way it is. And you are not living like you're capable of with that kind of plan. Everything's just happening around you and you're just watching and you're waiting. And that happens because of fear. And I say fear because there were things that happened in your life experience that you didn't think should have happened. And then you used words and had thoughts that you could control how the rest would go if you just added a never, or a won't, or a can't, or it's not possible, or I better stay safe. Fear is based on the past. Fortunately for you, now you know that. And you can drop the scaredies and go forward. Without fear, and with the understanding that all of your experiences are new and fresh and undetermined, you can see that there's lessons to be learned about being human, about living, about caring, about loving, and about the impermanence of everything. It all passes. The beautiful and the horrible are only assigned beauty and horror based on how you respond to your experience. Even in those experiences that created those thoughts and that language, there was a lesson. Learning it and choosing to grow, keep your heart open, and keep you living and loving hard is how we stay present and participating, driving the car of our lives. That takes commitment. It takes choosing to be present, to see that there's no separation between any kind of experience, just a separation in how you choose to respond or react. I truly believe you and I can always choose to love more. First ourselves, then with the boundaries necessary to be present in our journey, everyone and everything else. All of it. We'll get to boundaries as I continue to share with you guys. But for now, know that you make them up. And as you grow, you loosen them and let them go. And at each stage of life and experience, you have to tune in and see what boundaries you say you need in order to be here now. And then put them up. I have a nutrition client who has insisted that there's something wrong with her body. She needs to lose weight and it is impossible. She's done everything in her power and still there's no change. So I gave her 3 weeks of menus completely to follow, and she followed them diligently, and all of her excuses changed. Instead of using the excuse of being broken, she got straight about why she was holding on to her weight. She saw the weight was emotional. From hurt, past experience, she was holding on to the physical weight to protect herself. Then she started doing the work to heal her emotions and psychology, and now she's lost weight to be in a healthy space. So her body can be at its best. She got responsible and committed to herself. I had the opposite experience. I was so hurt and so starved for the love that I needed that I wouldn't give myself what I needed. I went through treatment for an eating disorder, and I learned that I had sat in the backseat of my life demanding love from outside of me, waiting for everyone else to give me what I said I needed while I refused to give it to myself. In my commitment to living my life through love, I healed that. I healed it in the moment when someone very important to me and my journey said, all the pain, all the happiness, all the success, all the setbacks, every moment, every morning when I wake up, every night when I go to sleep, there's only one person who's there for all of it. Me. So why would I want to spend all of my time with someone I refuse to love? I flipped a switch then, and I committed to me. I got responsible for how I was treating myself. I healed, and now I'm here to support you. Pretty cool, right? Instead of making this episode about commitment to a partner or a goal or a financial status or something of that nature, it's important to keep this about the greatest commitment of life. Commit to participating and being responsible for your experience. That means being reverent and present to what you want to get out of life and staying on that path no matter what. Commit to love. Commit to experiencing yourself and everything outside of you with an open heart, compassion, understanding, and connection. Commit to honoring you and then another's experience. Commit to seeing yourself in everyone else's story, because you're there, especially when you react. Reaction is you fearing your own in another's experience. When you see another wanting to be accepted and perhaps diminishing himself to have that, get that you can react and judge or want to fix them, or you can respond and acknowledge that you understand and have compassion for what he sees and what he thinks is a reality in his life, because you've been there in some way at some point. That doesn't mean allowing people to do things that are spiteful or hateful or aggressive. It means letting them know with the boundaries necessary placed that you get it and you wish for them to heal. I prefer to do that internally and simply engage with what is whole and to question, but not point out what he believes is broken. That took a lot of practice, and it still does. Remember, just like every other component of Project Love Me that I talk about, this is a lifelong project, a lifelong practice, a lifelong trip that I and you are driving. The space where you and I get tripped up in commitment is when we get attached to how and with whom and in what way our commitment to self, experience, and love gets played out. There's no GPS on this drive. The only way you know where you're going is if you keep driving the same roads, round and round the safe, familiar roads where experience is prefab. That's not experience. That's acting. That's mathematics. That's science, and that's proof. There's actually no such thing as knowing where you're going. So just sit with that. Because frankly, that's the way it is. Getting attached to your life going how you plan just doesn't work. You can only commit to who you want to be throughout and then choose to be that moment to moment. So what is something you are committed to experience in love, connection, and openness throughout your whole life experience? Think small in how you feed yourself, in how you use your body or treat your body, in your friendships, in your professional life, in the trips you take and the things you do. Just choose one thing and apply your commitment to it. I want you to share that thing with me in the comment section below. The experience you're going to love, connect, and be open and present to. And then commit to it and start driving. That's all I have to say about commitment today, and I absolutely love you guys. I am so pleased every Thursday to put these videos up and to share with you all of the wonderful things that I am writing about in my book and that I work with my clients on and that I write in my blog. And I would love for you to go onto my website at www.theharvestmethod.com and to subscribe to my newsletter so you can get these videos and so many more things on Monday mornings, and just start your week off really well with a little jump in happiness, support, love, and just a really powerful way to live your life. And you can also subscribe to this channel. And if you want to work with me, I would love to work one-on-one with you. You can also find a place on my site to either email me or just book an appointment. And I hope you have a really awesome weekend. It's a summer solstice. I am going to gather with 150 amazing women at a goddess gathering, and I'm just going to relish in everything that is beautifully feminine and the power in that. And I'm sure I will have so much insight and beautiful things to share with you going forward just from this weekend experience. So I hope you have something exciting planned too, and rest and relaxation and taking care of you can be exciting too. So just choose that, commit to it, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.